Hello and welcome Aquarius for your message for April. I'm Nadine and we're going to look at your main energy today, your focus for the month, and also your guidance for April. This is not going to be an extremely long video because my intention for these readings is always to give you an actual action step, something that you can do, something that you can move with through the month that we're talking about. So in this case, April. All right. Your main energy this month is the Queen of Cups, the Ace of Coins, and the Two of Wands. So a lot of main energy going on around here. And I feel that this is very, I almost want to say thoughtful planning in some way, combined with some emotional awareness. You may be actually considering a new opportunity, something that is very tangible, very practical, but you're also weighing in how it feels emotionally with the Queen of Cups. And this isn't something impulsive. I feel like you're evaluating both the stability and the intuition part of it. And this could look like considering a new job, considering a new project, thinking about investing energy somewhere new, planning for a change. But it feels like you're taking your time with that decision. You're not making it on the spot. So you're not rushing. It's more like observing, feeling, planning type of energy. And that is actually very interesting. Let's look at your focus on the month. The focus for April is the Nine of Swords and the Hermit card. And that actually suggests some sort of internal pressure, overthinking. It might be that you feel like the overthinking may be presenting itself stronger than the situation itself warrants for. You may be analyzing every detail of a situation right now, or also you may replay those possibilities in your mind, worrying about making the wrong move. But the Hermit is actually, I think, asking you to step back from that mental noise, so to say. So all of that stuff that's going around in your mind, take a step back, sort of zoom out a little bit. Instead of trying to solve like everything on the external, this might be a great time to focus on like the clarity, giving yourself space to think without the pressure. That I think is very interesting energy. So especially because you're sort of weighing the pro and cons of a new thing, and you're like sort of seeing, okay, where is it that I might get out of my comfort zone? Does it feel right? Is it the right move? Am I willing to do those things? And that with the Nine of Swords can just so easily become this pressure, this almost overwhelming pressure to do the right thing. And as much as, and then it feels like it could become very easily this downward spiral where you're just spiraling because you want to make a decision and you want it to be the right one. So it's like this back and forth sort of energy that I'm feeling right now. Let's look at the guidance. All right, the guidance is the Page of Wands and the Empress in reverse. Okay, Empress was reversed, that's why. Okay, so those two, I feel this is about taking steps. So I feel like this is about taking a step without waiting for the perfect conditions. I feel like the Page of Wands sort of encourages you here to explore, but sort of the Empress reverse is like you still may feel like things aren't fully ready yet. That is this taking time that we already saw in the beginning. So it seems to me like that if I had to put this in or reframe it as guidance, I would probably tell you don't wait for everything to feel perfect before you start something or before you begin. This is, especially with the Page of Wands here, this is an energy where I'd say, okay, you can actually start, you can go and do something, you can start the project, you can start something, and then you experiment with it, and you allow growth to develop naturally. So that would be probably the best guidance I get from these two cards. And I think that for you especially, April could be about thoughtful planning, Stop the overthinking might be very important here, and taking a small intentional step toward a goal that you actually have, even if the things are not fully have shaped up yet or are the way that you expect them to be. Yeah, that is what I have for you for April, my dear Aquariuses. And if this resonates, I highly encourage you to check out your moon and your rising sign to get a little bit of a more rounded overview about your month. And if you like my content here, I would really much appreciate it if you could give me a follow or like this video, comment, whatever. And also if you want to, I speak about these things on Instagram a little bit more in depth. So if you want to check that out, you're more than welcome. And I'll see you next time. Bye.